A good man is one who can protect, provide, serve, comfort, reprimand, and discipline, doing whatever is necessary to make the world a little better because he passed through it. The loudest voices in the world often come from the 99% who don't understand what you have to do. So, when I speak and you don't understand me, it's probably a good thing. That likely means I'm in an area of life you're not in. It's astounding how many people want to be spectacular in life, but also want to fit in and be normal. By definition, you're aiming for average. Normal people get normal results. Weird people get weird results. You can't do what everyone else does and expect to get what everyone else doesn't have. By doing what everyone else does, you guarantee average results. Be the person who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Embrace hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood. If you ask all my teammates, one thing about me was I never asked them to do something that I didn't do. People might say, he wasn't really a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Well, that's you, because you never wanted anything. If you're content walking in the shadows of yourself, knowing the only person you've got is the man right there in the shadow, man, how you doing? Pretty good. How you doing? All right, man. Cool. It's kind of weird having a conversation with yourself, but there's no one else around because everyone else has faded way back there. If you're cool with that kind of walk of life, the world is your playground. I attended a powerlifting competition a couple of years ago. There was this one guy there lifting. He holds a bunch of records in the squat. He's a normal working class guy from a normal working class town on the outskirts of Newcastle. Watching that man warm up was something else. He had a sacred playlist he never listened to apart from when he was about to step onto the lifting platform. With headphones on, he walked up and down like a bull ready to go out, ready to chase something. When he stepped out on stage, the hairs stood up on the back of your neck. You were watching this guy channel fury. That's the god of war. It's your brother, your mom, your friend. The one comment they're going to say is, "You've changed. Why are you doing another kick like this? Oh, you're going to try that now. Okay, here we go again." The thing is, it's not about them being right or wrong. It's about how right and how wrong they could be. Let's say you wanted to start a podcast in the past, and you did 3 episodes and then fell off. They think, "I told you so. Stop with these dreams. Stop with this crazy content stuff. You're never going to become an influencer or whatever your goal is. Replace influencer with whatever your thing is." The thing is, you are still closer having done 3 than having done 0. It's about directional correctness and realizing that critics are more often correct, but when it matters most, they're incorrect. For some reason, I thought I needed to be the guy. Then I realized, no, you don't need to be the guy. Your leader needs to be supported. It's not about you. That realization changed my attitude. From then on, in my career and in my life, I understood that I don't always need to be the center of attention, which is what our ego wants us to do. Our ego always wants it to be about us, but it's not about us. In fact, in situations where the platoon commander wants to do something, maybe he sees something I don't see. Maybe he has a different strategic objective he wants to accomplish, and I'm undermining that. What does that do to our platoon? It might make me feel great because I think, oh yeah, I might not be the guy in charge, but I'm out here making the calls. That's your ego. You have to subordinate your ego and support the person in charge, moving forward together as a team. Because that's what it's about. It's not about me. It's about the team. If you're someone who deals with a crippling sense of insufficiency, your ability to discount any good thoughts you have is going to be strong. If you try to lead with positivity first, I need to think it, wish it, believe it, and I will achieve it. Your set point of negativity will crush that into the ground. I'm speaking from personal experience. As someone who was chronically unconfident and still experiences imposter syndrome, I know you have to start with action. Ask yourself, what would have had to happen in a week's time for me to look back on that week and find pride in myself? Stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. That's one win for the day. That's action. You want to leave your job and become a writer? Okay. Can you commit to writing one blog post on Substack per week for the next 3 weeks? That would make you feel like less of loser if you did that. Action has to come first. Winning requires you to go so far deep inside yourself. It's way beyond the surface. It's way beyond internal. It's going to a place that a lot of people haven't visited in a long, long time because they're afraid to visit that person. When they visit that person, they don't know who that person is anymore. Your life is just to live your life inside the world. Try not to bash into the walls too much. Try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money, but that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you, and you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute you understand that you can poke life, and actually, something will respond. If you push in, something will pop out the other side. You can change it. You can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing. When I was growing up, I watched a lot of Westerns. The silent hero kind of thing. The Gary Cooper thing. My idea of masculinity growing up was a man who was in control of himself, who wasn't mean, wasn't pushing people around, who was decent, who treated women well. Treating women well is a masculine virtue. It comes from a position of strength. You're not insecure about your masculinity. You don't have to prove that you're a man by demeaning women or pushing them around. Respecting them is a sign of your strength. A sign of being secure in your masculinity. You don't need to put others down to make yourself feel better. We have to redefine these qualities. But there are no icons out there. You either have the Andrew Tates or these wimpy men who are just so afraid of being masculine. Your aggression, your assertiveness, your testosterone, these are good things. It's how things get done. It's what energizes you, what puts you in the world. It's what makes you ambitious, what makes you assert yourself and motivate yourself. It has to be channeled. It has to be disciplined. We were talking about people-pleasing and how to reframe it. You have to see who you are, see the virtue in it, see the power in that. Look, I always tried to outwork people. That's just how I made my mark. The game was at 7 p.m. We were playing the Lakers, Kobe and Shaq's championship Lakers. I thought, I'm going to get to the Staples Center early and make 400 made shots before I go back into the room. So I got in the car, drove to the gym, walked onto the court, and who do I see already working out? Kobe Bryant, already drenched in sweat, doing game speed moves. I worked out for over an hour, and when I came off, he was still going, not just casually, but intensely, like the game had already started. That night, he dropped 40 points on us. After the game, I went to him and asked, "Kobe, why were you in the gym for so long?" He said, "Because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know, no matter how hard you work, I'm willing to work harder." That was the first time I saw a level of competitiveness that made me think, I need to do more. Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work and the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood. It's the little decisions, moment to moment, that add up to being the guy, or not being the guy. Tonight, I did something. I feel more like that guy. For me, for who I am. My guy. Make the hard decisions, make the sacrifices, make the unpopular choices, become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person you are comfortable being alone with, that's the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to change. If you were to create a human, what would you put them through to make them tough? Probably not a chill life. What would you put them through to make them patient? You wouldn't give them things immediately. We want these traits, but each has a price tag. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? You're paying with time, with the seconds of your life. Trade them wisely. When I'm 80 years old and looking back, I want to have these traits. But to have them, I know I must go through hardship. That mindset gives me comfort in hard times. Right now, your family is looking for that one guy, the strong one, the pillar, the rock in hard times. Make sure when they look around, they find you. These are the times for you to step up. Be that guy who can take anything. Stay hard. The biggest regret of the dying is never becoming your ideal self. I do believe we're thrust into a world we don't quite fit in. And I believe the journey is that a lot of people sell you a bill of goods along the way. That if you get some awards, you mean something. You go to a certain school, you got it. You're cute, you have classical beauty. You got the right man, you got the right zip code, and you swim through all that filthy swill until you come to the really, really stark conclusion. I want to leave this earth becoming who I know deep within I am supposed to be. The next time you want to just give in to that desire for comfort, remember, your future self is going to be the one to suffer the consequences. It's so easy to just put it off and act like it doesn't exist. But that future self that you're passing all these burdens to will one day be the present you, and you'll wish you had chosen otherwise. Everything that you do counts. The biggest mistake people make is thinking only what they want to count counts. When you read a book, when you listen to an audio program, when you go to a course, when you go to bed early, when you get up early and you work, it all counts. Never apologize for being yourself. If people don't like how you act, how you look, how you speak, that just means those aren't your people. Don't change who you are to match your surroundings. Pick better surroundings and be yourself. Most men will understand that when a man cries, when he's whimpering, he's hurting. I've been there, and there's no shame in crying, gentlemen. Men, it's okay to cry. You can still be a man, but you're also human. It shows a little bit of your vulnerability. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for your wife. Do it for your husband. Do it for your children. Do it for generations to come. After you're dead and gone, what will they say about what you did? There are so many people depending on you, but it's got to start with you and the man upstairs. If you want to be great, oh man, prepare to get up off that mat. You're going to get knocked down over and over and over, and even when you feel like, no, nobody can be hit this hard, or when you're down there thinking, there's no way I can get up from this, that's when you're just starting. For some strange reason, this world wants to see you water down the reality of who you are. Our society wants to see you think like everyone else and feel just like those around you. Maybe for someone so distracted from their true desires, that doesn't sound so bad. But the pain of seeing through limitation in full absence of distractions is almost unbearable. It hurts because the resistance wants you to give in and mold to what's expected of you. And if I can provide some advice, I don't know where you are in your game of life. You may be in your third quarter. You may be in your fourth quarter. Come on. You're not going to live forever. Not in this world. You may be in your first quarter, your second half. This time, it's got to be personal. Last time, you were just running through the plays. Last time, you were just playing the songs you rehearsed. Last time, you were just going through the motions. And you got numb. You got tired and weary. And now you're broken and bitter and angry because you lost. And I'm just wondering, are you courageous enough? Bold enough? Do you have enough faith? Do you have enough resilience to come back to the scene? This life is relentless. You better keep coming back from all your failures, from all your doubts. You better keep fighting. Keep getting up. Never lay down for anything. If you've been broken once, you know how that feels. So you say, try and break me again. You've got a lot of people paying their hard-earned money to come watch you perform. So perform. It's your job to be in shape. It's your job to be strong enough to perform at that level every single night. As a competitor, I'm not ducking. It's not, oh my God, my back hurts, I'm sore. No. We've got to play Vince Carter and the Toronto Raptors tonight. Pick your mountain. Whatever that mountain is, each journey up that mountain is 1,000,000 steps. And each day, you take that step. You look up at the mountain and say, that's where I want to go. And each next day, you take another step. Over and over and over again. Everything I did, everything was to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. And when you have that point of view, the world becomes your library. Everything becomes your teacher. Let yourself go. Fall free into it. Step into it. You are worthy. You are an unrepeatable miracle. There is none like you in all the earth. There will never be another you. Your DNA, your fingerprint, your gait, your presence, your authenticity, you're special, and you're necessary.